Hi love. Have you ever noticed that body positivity is only positive until a black woman fits the standard? Like the rules shift every single time. Lately, I've been seeing on my For You page a lot of heat in regards to Nara Smith and Orlandria, both beautiful black women. Regards Orlandria, which I think was on Love Island. I don't watch Love Island. The only thing I watch is Love is Blind, and of which this season it was so bad. But anyway, Orlandria did this challenge that if you hear any cooing, any gaga goo goo, it's my baby. I also have Miss Rachel on. My first time putting her on because I need to film this video. Anyway, Orlandria did this challenge where she's putting sunglasses on her stomach, to show how skinny she is, body T, and everybody else was doing it. In fact, this is not the first time this type of trend has gone. Last time I think it was headphones. I remember this specifically headphones. I also tried to do it. They didn't fit. She's getting a lot of heat for that. People saying that she's promoting eating disorders. And then there's Nara Smith, who posted this beautiful picture of her. I think just like a week after giving birth. I also just gave birth. My body does not look like that. But when I saw that, I was like, wow, beautiful. Light scrolled past. But then in her comments, a lot of people were accusing her again of promoting eating disorders and setting unrealistic body standards. But when it was just the Victoria's Secret show a few weeks ago, a few days ago, whatever, there was a lot of people saying that bring back skinny back. A lot of people saying that they should not be inclusivity on this type of shows. So it kind of seems like weird, like it's funny but not funny, haha. So in today's video, I just want to discuss that when it comes to black women succeeding, doing the most, as I've even talked about Meghan Markle, somehow there are certain parts of women complain about it because that's not the image that they want black women to be in. But before we get into it, this video is sponsored by Icy Queen. This is a woman-owned jewelry brand which makes the absolute gorgeous items. As you know, I am a gold girly and I've never bought anything silver, so it was nice to actually try on both of these necklaces and bracelets, which have absolute gorgeous gems. These are really good quality jewelry, guys. Like, I felt like I was a princess wearing this. Usually I would probably wear this type of nice stuff like once in a while, but this, I'm having it on every single day. Like, it's high quality, it's not changing color. And also on their website, you can actually get some stuff custom made, which is absolutely amazing. This is how it looks. Link is down below to get you some. Definitely worth the buy and definitely worth the hype. Anyway, thank you so much, Icy Queen, for sponsoring this video.
I'm a Division 1 athlete, but sunglasses aren't touching this waist. I'm gonna give you all my quick thoughts on the whole Orlandria sunglasses waist situation, trend, whatever that's going around TikTok right now. I just want to start off by saying I don't think Orlandria was inherently in the wrong. I don't think her intentions were like super bad when she posted that or whatever. Obviously, she was trying to like show off her waist, and I'm like, I get it, waist on tiny, waist on fleek. But I just don't think she thought about the harmful impacts that a video like that can have. For instance, when I was growing up, I used to struggle a lot with eating and the way that my body looked because I was seeing these bodies on the internet, and I didn't realize that they weren't even attainable based on like my genetic makeup. Obviously, my waist could be smaller than it is right now, but how it is right now helps me with my sport. Obliques help me with my sport. Orlandria's waist is not going to be achievable for 99% of women, and I feel like promoting something like that on an app with a bunch of young women just doesn't make any sense to me. By no means am I the epitome of health and wellness. Like, could I be skinnier? Yeah. Could my waist be smaller? Absolutely, but I don't want it to be. I'm happy where I'm at. I can lift a lot of weight, I can throw far, that's good for me. If you're an athlete, your waist is probably gonna be a little bit bigger because of those oblique muscles that are helping you be good at your sport, okay? In general, I don't think Orlandria needs to be like bashed for posting this video, but I don't think that it should have turned into a trend. I don't think people should be hopping on the trend. Alright, that's my thoughts, that's my opinions. I'm an athlete, I'm healthy, sunglasses aren't gonna get on my waist, okay? You don't need to have sunglasses fit on your waist to look fat. You guys are all beautiful, you guys are all sexy. Mwah.
Here's my hot take about the whole Orlandria and sunglasses body checking trend. And this is the part that might get people mad, but I think if you make a video and sure you have pure intentions and you've said many times before that your body is due to genetics, which nobody can control and therefore it's unattainable for a lot of people, but then people turn it into some body checking ED trend. And people are trying to comment on your video, which is literally turned into a trend of people checking if their bodies are skinny enough to fit sunglasses around their waist, which is crazy, by the way. They're commenting, oh, I'm not going to eat anymore. Like, I need to become like that when it's unattainable. You have a responsibility as a creator to kind of solve the mess that your fans made. Like, sure, it wasn't your intention to make this into a whole ED culture body dysmorphia thing, but if it becomes something like that, it's your responsibility to say like, hey, that's not good, right? And delete the video and reaffirm the fact that, your body is due to genetics and it's unattainable for a lot of people and that everyone's beautiful the way they are, which is exactly what Orlandria did, and that's why I really respect her and I think she did the right thing. It just sucks that, social media is a culture where innocuous things like that video of her being proud and flaunting her own body can be turned into something so sinister.
If you are thinner than me, you are fat phobic. You are my oppressor, and you owe me reparations.
I don't watch Love Island so much, so I don't know what's the tea, what's the gossip, and the whole thing between Huda and the other and Orlandria. So I can't give you a backstory on that. But what I've seen as someone from the outside is that a lot of people are triggered by Orlandria, and she's a beautiful dark-skinned woman that is just living life and like succeeding, and that triggers a lot of people. And she also has like a natural skinny body. A lot of people, that needs to be a topic for another day, like how people can't tell the difference between someone that's skinny because of Ozempic or starving themselves, ED, and someone that's just like naturally skinny. It's like people have kind of erased that part of their mind where naturally skinny people don't exist anymore. It's like people don't like it when Black women have it easy, not having to starve themselves. They feel like because the Victoria's Secret model starved themselves, it's almost like work ethic, so therefore they deserve to be skinny. But like if you're just naturally skinny and you're Black and you're existing in a beautiful body, it's kind of like you have cheated the code. I don't like that, and you are making me feel uncomfortable, and therefore you are making me have an ED by just existing.
How is this possible? This photo was taken like 2 weeks after she gave birth to Fonnie Golden Smith. I think it's genetics. People are convinced though that Nara is using a surrogate. This comment says surrogacy from scratch. She had work done just like every other celebrity. That's another theory. Someone else said, I think she pretends to be pregnant and has a surrogate in her basement. Now I think this is a joke. Hopefully this is a joke. And another comment says she's stuck with 4 children at that age. Flexing over her flat stomach is the only thing that keeps her happy. Probably will let her have it, I guess, LMAO. You guys are kind of miserable, low-key. Like you guys are just like, wow, like that is so petty. Y'all can't just be happy for her. Another sensible comment says people are making fun of her diet and how she makes everything from scratch, but look at this, she's tea, that is health. And also not too long after she gave birth, she was also starting up like cooking videos again. This girl is active, okay? She does not stop moving. She is always eating healthy. And I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I don't think people should hate on it. I think people are just gonna hate on Nara Smith no matter what. She has babies at a young age, but so what? That's what she chose for herself. She seems happy, but the whole surrogacy thing is like crazy. Like, no way y'all believe that, right? Right? We've seen pictures of her pregnant. We've seen her belly. I don't care what the internet says. I love her. I don't care.
Influencer Nara Smith allegedly faked her latest pregnancy, and she actually used a surrogate despite people seeing her baby bump online. So if that's true, that would mean she was wearing a fake baby bump. People were wondering how her body bounced back so quickly just a few weeks postpartum, and this allegedly claims that she was never actually pregnant. And the blind item reads, this A-list trad wife TikTok star isn't being fully honest. Her most recent baby was actually carried by a surrogate, though she'll never admit it publicly. And again, this is allegedly Nara Smith. And the related headline reads, Nara Smith seemingly responds to speculation that she used a surrogate for baby number 4. Nara Smith posted a message to fans online amid speculation that she used a surrogate to have her 4th baby with her husband, Lucky Blue Smith. She said on Instagram, women's bodies are pure magic, divinely designed to create, grow, and nurture life.
This is some of the comments under Nara Smith's video after posting that. And I've seen this, like when white celebrities or any of that sort, they post their bodies looking unrealistic, suddenly it's body goals. You know, a lot of women already don't like Nara Smith because, again, she has stolen their ideal life. She's married to that guy. I forgot his name, Lucky Blue Smith, right? They feel uncomfortable because she's living the life that they want. And on top of that, her body is tea. Ooh, that's making them uncomfortable. And the biggest difference that I'm seeing now, like in this current political climate, is how people weaponize wokeness. I follow this creator called Cecilia, and she explained this to the pinpoint.
I want you to watch out for woke swatting. Most people nowadays, despite the administration, are too smart to call you names to your face or things like that. So this is what they're going to do to try to disempower you. They're going to weaponize the language of mental health to harm you. And we see that all the time, you know, from the girls on Love Island. You're making me feel uncomfortable. I feel unsafe. Why? Because somebody looks good and is shining.
But like this way of talking bad or like bringing down Black women and their success by bringing up other things and using therapy language, you know, to sort of make it as if like, no, we just care about that. It's not really because, you know, we're not being jealous. We just care about the women's health. You know, for example, a Black woman will come online and do a shopping haul, right? Where she's bought, you know, Prada, all these beautiful, you know, expensive brands, and the jealousy will be hidden behind consumerism, you know, in as much as consumerism is in fact a thing and a problem, but it's only brought up when it's Black women just getting themselves luxury things and just getting what they deserve, what they can actually afford. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you don't care about consumerism. You really don't care, because you also have your Shein cart, right? But because you're seeing this Black woman buy herself nice things, suddenly you care about the environment. Like, girl. Or when Black women discuss racism or sort, like what's happening right now with Olandria, I think Huda laughed at the N-word being said to Olandria, something like that, right? And then people are calling it out, you know, rightfully so. But then suddenly, but you know what's happening in this country, that's more important, you know. It's like, okay, are we not allowed to be angry? Like, two things can happen at the same time. You know, you can talk about issues that matter in the world, and also there's space for Black women or Black people to say that, hey, that's actually racist, you know. Because some of these things happening, like the beauty space, or happen in ways that people don't feel like it's important, overall contribute to the systematic racism in the world. Like, suddenly it's not important, it's frivolous. We should be talking about more important things. Like, there's always new ways to like be racist than just saying it like blatantly. Like, they should see South Africa, okay? Because the white people over there, they're not trying to hide things behind social justice type of language. They're just saying it as it is. Like, just say it with your chest at this point.
Just because you have a pretty face does not mean you should be walking the Victoria's Secret runway. I've been modeling for almost 4 years. I've done New York Fashion Week twice. So I think I'm allowed to say whatever I want about last night's Victoria's Secret show. No one would let a model play in the WNBA championship. No one would let a model go compete for Olympic gold. So, my question for you, DM casting, why are we letting Angel Reese and Suni Lee walk the Victoria's Secret runway? What gets even worse is letting influencers walk the runway. I do not care how beautiful you are. If we are calling this the Super Bowl of fashion, because that's practically what it is, you can't just let anyone on the field. No matter how silly it seems, it is so beyond unfair to the girls who have worked their butts off to get to the Victoria's Secret casting, thinking that they could possibly be casted, signed models who have dreamed of becoming a Victoria's Secret angel, and their spots are given to influencers and athletes. I'm so sick and tired of the inclusivity bullshit. Let modeling be its own thing. No matter how silly it seems, you can compare the Victoria's Secret fashion show to a giant thing in anyone else's respective field of work. Like, it's just not fair. And I did not go to the casting. Like, this has nothing to do with me personally. Is it a dream? Obviously, it's everyone's dream. But there are some people who actually put in the work, get signed, do modeling, do runway seasons. They can like actually kind of almost grasp this dream. And then their spot's taken by Quinn Blackwell. Do you know how big of a fan I am of Quinn Blackwell? Love her. Her videos kill me. I love her so much. Get her off of it. Get her off. Why is she walking for Victoria's Secret? This entire year, I have felt so uninspired as a model in the modeling world. It is so oversaturated, and this Victoria's Secret fashion show just proved my point exactly. It's too oversaturated. I'm gonna make 2 other videos, one of all the things that I really liked about this year's show, and another video about the things that I did not like.
Because right now it's literally like Victoria's Secret models should not be inclusive. They are so fat. Like, using language that was used in the 2000s, which made a lot of women actually go into ED, using that type of like promoting Victoria's Secret shows, and the removal of influencers. It's like more than half of them started out as influencers, but when it's Black women are entering it, suddenly, there should be real models back, you know, all that kind of language. Like, but now that our good sis Olandria or Nara Smith or any other skinny bitch who is Black and beautiful comes online, suddenly, you are promoting eating disorders. Like, please, be for real. Be for real. And what's funny is that all of these women that I've mentioned, just mentioned 2, none of them have ever come online and be like, this is what I eat in a day, okay, to stay skinny, okay?
My favorite go-to snack, probably pizza at least once a day.
Like, none of them are giving us courses on this and this, and they're just living their lives because you're triggered. So the real issue isn't that body standards change, because they always will. They always will. It's a sad world that we live in, but that's the truth. But the issue is who gets punished when they do. At the end of the day, like, Black women can't win. Like, if we are curvy, we are too sexual and we are fake and this and that, this and this and that, right? When you're skinny, again, promoting this and this and that, like, what? If we love ourselves, if we are confident, too arrogant, something off about her. Like, they want us to be so humble and just be like so grateful and holy and just like, forgive me. Like, are we not allowed to be confident in our bodies and just, you know, be? Hi, my baby. Hi. I have to constantly look at her before she screams. Hi. She's 2 months now. Anyway, thank you so much to Icy Queen for sponsoring this video. Tell me what you guys think about this topic down below. See you guys next time. Bye.